Greetings, movie fans. William the Movie Fan here. So, in July of 2020, we lost Ennio Morricone, the amazing Italian composer. And you know him well. And if you don't, then let me school you on what you have missed. Now, we know Ennio Morricone is Italian, and he's done a lot of work in Italian films and TV. However, he's also made his impact on the film world in general and overall worldwide. So here are some of the films he has composed the score for. Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, Two Mules for Sister Sarah, Navajo Joe, Duck You Sucker, which is, again, a great movie title, Death Rides a Horse, Guns of San Sebastian, The Battle for Algiers, which wasn't a Western, but still a very interesting film if you've not seen it. It's kind of a shot in a documentary style, black and white, etc., but an actually really good film. La Cage aux Folles, which, if you don't know, is a French version of the Birdcage film that was later redone starring Robin Williams, right? But this was, of course, the original version, which, of course, it's a French thing, so there was a play before that, and, of course, there were actually 3 or 4 of these kind of, films, like they were, a trilogy or a series of films, I should say. Days of Heaven, and if you've not seen that, it's a very interesting film. Kind of lost in that era of films in the late 70s, early 80s kind of time period. The Island, starring Michael Caine, about a band of sort of pirates, but not modern pirates, even though they're in modern era. Well, 80s, 1980s, late 70s, modern era pirates to, still pirates. I don't know, weird film, but check it out if you want to see that thing. Once Upon a Time in America, of course. A couple that I was rather surprised at. Ennio Morricone actually did the score for the movie The Thing. I'm like, doesn't John Carpenter do all his scores? Usually he does, but apparently this time he said, hey, I'm going to get the musical master of Ennio Morricone to do it, because if Morricone does it, it's going to be done pretty well. If you've seen the movie The Thing, again, the music is its own, person. It's its own persona. It's great. Red Sonja. I didn't know that. Red Sonja is not a great film, but the soundtrack's actually pretty good. Kind of reminds me of a Basil Porduris, kind of, with the horns and everything. But, that's an idea, maybe for a future video about bad movies with good scores. Don't you steal my idea, though. It's mine. It's mine, I tell you. Okay, anyway. What else we got here? Fat Man and Little Boy, about the atomic bombs, of course, starring Paul Newman. Hamlet from 1990 with, starring and directed by Mel Gibson, which, again, was a really good film, a terrific version of Hamlet. The Untouchables. Hey, what else can we say, right? That's a great one. Frantic, starring Harrison Ford, right there. So, and of course, he finally won the Oscar in 2015 after, working in film and TV in the 1960s until then. So almost 60 years of work. He won the Oscar for The Hateful Eight. He did get a honorary Oscar before that, but I don't think anybody really counts those. He just got that for his decades of work in the film industry, which, again, is deservedly so. I'm not saying he just kind of felt bad for the guy. I mean, he was nominated a lot, I will tell you that. But he won awards. He just didn't win Oscars until 2015. But he won Golden Globes and a few other type of awards and stuff. Now, some of my personal favorites I haven't mentioned yet, so I'm going to mention those right now. And I'm going to play clips of them too. So kind of, if you haven't seen them, to maybe whet your appetite, to get you interested, as you would say. But also something I personally think were just terrific. Now, the first one is Once Upon a Time in the West. And so we got a couple of clips of it here.
Frank? Frank sent us. Did you bring a horse for me? Well, looks like we're shy of one horse. You brought two too many.
And of course, the music sets up the tone amazingly so, as we all would probably agree. My personal favorite comedy kind of Western, My Name is Nobody. And we know that, Morricone liked to do a lot of whistling in his Westerns, and this is certainly one of them. But it's interesting how he goes from kind of the playful theme of nobody's kind of buffoonish, playful character to the more stern and kind of ominous tones of the gunfights and things. So it's very, very well done. So check this out.
What's his name?
That's his business.
Nevada Kid.
You know where he is?
Must be down below.
And of course, like I said, the whistling, which you would also see in, say, A Fistful of Dollars, because we know that, everybody knows the whistle's there. You can play that probably anywhere in the world and people would be able to whistle it, right? So let's check that out. And two of my other personal favorites, The Mission. Wow, what can I say about this film? It's a tragic film. It's an interesting time period in history, but it's got terrific actors in it. The music is just phenomenal. So check this clip out. And also Casualties of War, starring Sean Penn and Michael J. Fox, believe it or not, from the late 80s. I think it's 1989. This clip, the music is just amazing. So let's check this out. Ennio Morricone's musical legacy will live on even though he's gone. Certainly, he's made a huge impact on film, and most of these films I listed, you can pick them up and watch them on Hulu or Netflix or any other streaming platform out there. You can pick up some of these on Amazon Prime for a few dollars or for a few dollars more. I said it. I'm not apologizing. Pun intended right there. So this has been me, William the Movie Fan. Comment down below. There's plenty of films out there, and he's done plenty of music. So, but if you have a favorite, let us know. Also, I want you to stay tuned to this channel for more. So you stay tuned.